A character that's been missing for literal seasons just casually reappeared, and nobody in Peppa Town is talking about it. No explanation, no fanfare, just back. And honestly, that's not even the weirdest thing we found. So today, we're diving into the secret theories and hidden details in Peppa Pig that fans have been piecing together for years, including where Carol Cow has been this whole time. Let's get into it. Newsflash, Carol Cow has been found. After years of mysterious absence, countless fan theories, and the absolute audacity of missing her own mother's wedding, Carol Cow has finally resurfaced in Peppa Town. She's back, she's alive, and nobody in the show will acknowledge that she was ever gone. But let's rewind because Carol Cow's story is genuinely unhinged. She first appeared way back in the episode Mr. Potato's Christmas Show. While Peppa's class arrives together on the bus, Carol is already inside the theater sitting with completely different kids. So right away, we know she exists and she doesn't go to Madame Gazelle's playgroup. After that, she becomes Peppa Town's resident background ghost. She pops up in London, the perfect day, even walking into the shopping center with Mr. Bull in the episode Mandy Mouse. And then comes the breaking point, Mrs. Cow's wedding, a massive 3-part episode. Her own mother marries Mr. Bull. It's a huge deal. Carol, not there. No explanation, no mention, just gone. Naturally, the internet spiraled. Where did she go? What happened? Did she object to the marriage? Was she erased? Turns out behind the scenes, Carol was supposed to debut properly in season 7. She had planned episodes, she even had merchandise printed, but her episode got cut last minute, and instead of introducing her, the show just awkwardly parked her in the background like a character they forgot to delete. Until 2025. In the brand new episode, The Biggest Painting in the World, Peppa and her friends are in the shopping center painting a massive mural with Granny Sheep, standard wholesome stuff. And then the camera pans up. There, on the top floor looking down at them, is Carol Cow, standing with her mom, watching. She doesn't speak, doesn't come down, and doesn't interact with anyone. She's just back, like nothing happened, like she didn't vanish for years, like she didn't skip her own mother's wedding, and nobody says a word about it. So what's happening here? Either the show is slowly reintroducing her after realizing fans noticed she disappeared, or Carol Cow went through something in Peppa Town that we're not allowed to talk about, and this cameo is the show's way of saying, she's fine now, move along. Either way, after years of being Peppa Town's greatest mystery, Carol Cow is officially back. And the fact that nobody will explain where she's been? That's not a plot hole, that's a cover-up. If Carol Cow's disappearance is Peppa Town's biggest mystery, then this next hidden detail is its biggest clue. Because the town isn't called Pig Town, it's not called Animal Village or Farmland or anything remotely generic, it's called Peppa Town. As in named after a 4-year-old pig who spends most of her time jumping in puddles and hanging up on her friends. Now, you might think, oh, that's just branding. It's a show called Peppa Pig, so obviously the town is Peppa Town. Sure, except in the actual universe of the show, this is what the town is called. The characters refer to it as Peppa Town. It shows up on maps. It's canon. So why is an entire municipality named after one specific child? If this is just a normal kid's town, why does it belong to her? Is it branding? Or is it a clue that Peppa's family matters way more than we think? Let's look at the evidence. In the episode The Queen, Peppa literally meets the Queen, the actual Queen of England. And what does Peppa do? Does she curtsy? Does she show even a shred of respect for the monarchy? No. She immediately lays down the law.
You can't walk around a muddy puddle.
And Peppa, this preschooler, doubles down.
You have to jump in it.
Hold on. A regular kid doesn't just boss around the Queen of England. You know who does? Other royalty, equals, people who are used to giving orders, not taking them. And here's the thing, the Queen listens. She doesn't have Peppa escorted out. She doesn't call security. She jumps in the puddle like she's taking orders from someone of equal rank. So the theory writes itself. Either Peppa was named after Peppa Town because her family founded it, or Peppa Town was named after her because she's not just some random kid. She's royalty, or close to it. Maybe she's a princess. Maybe she's next in line for a throne that nobody mentions because Peppa Town pretends to be a democracy now. But one way or another, this town didn't name itself after her by accident. Here's a hidden detail that'll make you question everything. In Peppa Town, adulthood comes with a full identity wipe. Nobody has a first name once they're grown. You're not Steve or Linda or Margaret. You're Mummy Pig, Daddy Pig, Dr. Brown Bear, Miss Rabbit. And here's the creepy part. It's not just how the kids talk, the adults call each other this too. In the episode Mummy Pig at Work, even the parents address each other by their titles, like their original names were erased the moment they had kids.
Daddy Pig! Daddy Pig!
What is it, Mummy Pig?
It's like Peppa Town runs on a role-based identity system. Your job becomes your name. Your relationship to a child becomes your identity. Whoever you were before, gone. Even Miss Rabbit, who somehow works every job in town, is just Miss Rabbit. Granddad Dog, Grandpa Pig, Madam Gazelle, Mr. Bull. Nobody gets to just be themselves. So what's happening here? Some fans think it's filtered through a child's perspective. Kids see adults as Mummy and Daddy, not as individuals with names. But if that's true, why do the adults use these names when talking to each other? Why does Mummy Pig call him Daddy Pig when the kids aren't even around? That's not perspective. That's policy. So the real question is, in Peppa Town, do you lose your name when you grow up, or did the adults never actually have names to begin with? If you thought the hidden details were strange so far, buckle up, because this next one might be the weirdest yet. Peppa Town treats space travel like a trip to the corner shop. In the episode Golden Boot, Peppa loses her boots. Well, technically, Mrs. Duck steals them and refuses to give them back. Everyone chases her, on foot, then by boat, but Mrs. Duck swims away, then she flies away, all the way to the moon. Yes, the moon. Mrs. Duck apparently just casually flies to the moon with Peppa's boots. Peppa is understandably devastated.
Now I'll never get my boots back.
But Grampy Rabbit, completely unfazed.
I've flown to the moon before.
He just points at a fully built rocket on a nearby island, made entirely out of scrap metal.
Built it myself, all out of bits and bobs of scrap metal.
Then they just go to the moon.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off!
No safety checks, no mission control, just a bunch of preschoolers and a rabbit in a homemade rocket casually launching into space. The narrator calmly confirms,
Peppa and her friend have landed on the moon.
Like it's normal and this happens every Tuesday. Oh, and when they get there, there's a gift shop run by Miss Rabbit, because of course there is. So what's the theory? Either space travel in Peppa Town is genuinely casual, the moon is just another location you can pop over to, or Grampy Rabbit is hiding some serious qualifications nobody talks about. Normal grandparents don't own functional rockets made of scrap metal. Normal towns don't treat interplanetary travel like a mildly inconvenient detour. But Peppa Town, the moon is basically a nearby suburb with a weirdly easy commute, and Miss Rabbit has a shop there, because why not? Here's a hidden detail that gets darker the more you think about it. In Peppa Town, not all animals are created equal. Peppa is a fully dressed talking pig with a house, a school, and friends. But in the episode The Park, the ducks are just ducks. No dialogue, no names, no duck family. They quack, swim, and get fed bread like background wildlife. They're in the same world as Peppa, the same park, but they're treated completely differently. The same split happens with pets. In the episode Polly Parrot, Polly's entire personality is basically one repeating soundbite.
Pretty Polly!
That's it, that's all she says. She's a parrot owned by Granny Pig, not a citizen with a life. And in Naughty Tortoise, Tiddles the tortoise is treated like something you lose, find, and take to the vet, not a member of society. So what's happening here? The theory is this: Peppa Town runs on an animal caste system. Mammals get personhood, jobs, property, clothes, respect. But birds, reptiles, and fish stay animals, even when they exist in the exact same world. It's not random, it's a hierarchy. And then the episode The Petting Farm makes it impossible to ignore. Peppa and her friends visit a farm where chickens and guinea pigs exist purely to be petted and observed. They're not characters, they're exhibits. In Peppa Town, equal depends entirely on your species. And pigs, conveniently, they sit at the top. So there you have it. Carol Cow's back from the void. Adults have no names. The moon is a quick trip, and some animals are definitely more equal than others. Peppa Town isn't just weird, it's suspicious. But here's the real question: what other theories are we missing? Drop your wildest Peppa Pig conspiracies in the comments, because at this point, nothing is off the table. And if you enjoyed uncovering these hidden details, make sure to check out our other Peppa Pig videos. Thanks for watching.